It's been nearly 6 months now since the deadly riot at the state prison in Tecumseh. Today, the state's new director of corrections repeated some of the changes that are being made to avoid another riot.
He repeated this on the same day. A 48-page report came out by the state ombudsman. WWT 6 News reporter Brandon Scott read the entire report and takes us through this new information which outlines what happened and why.
This is a freeze frame of security camera video captured just prior to May's deadly prison riot at the Tecumseh State Prison. The inmate is trying to get the attention of prison officials, holding up a 2-page list of grievances. According to the state ombudsman report, this was the spark that ignited the fiery riot, which resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage and the death of 2 inmates.
In the report, you can actually read that list of grievances. It includes prisoners' complaints about young, inexperienced corrections officers and a lack of time in the prison yard. On the day of the riot, a group of about 30 inmates got together and planned what they called a peaceful protest. But that protest turned into an all-out brawl after an inmate punched a guard in the head.
Another security camera freeze frame shows inmates standing with their hands in the air after a guard in the prison's tower fired a warning shot and instructed them to lie on the ground. They didn't comply. Instead, they attempted to assault an officer barricaded in the prison gym, breaking windows and doors. At the same time, another group of inmates tore apart a housing unit, setting it on fire.
This will be rebuilt and rebuilt to the standards we want.
9 days after the riot, we toured the prison with Governor Pete Ricketts, who vowed to find out what happened and how to keep it from happening again. The ombudsman's report blames in part understaffing. When the riot broke out, the prison was 4 employees short of the minimum required to operate the facility, home to the state's most dangerous inmates, including those on death row.
That's the tower. That's where the officer was at.
Many of the employees who were on duty weren't experienced. The ombudsman found the guard in the tower was new to the job, and the yard supervisor was inexperienced too. The day of the riot was her first day in charge of the inmates outside. One reason for the staffing problems, the prison's remote location. The ombudsman believes since Tecumseh is far from both Omaha and Lincoln, it doesn't attract enough qualified employees. And pay is also a problem, with state prison guards earning entry-level salaries of just more than $15 per hour, compared to $16 per hour for guards in Douglas County and $17 for those in Lancaster County.
Now, this report is dense, 48 pages long, and that doesn't even include the thick stack of supplemental materials, the memos, the letters, the photographs. At 6:30, we'll bring you an interview with the man who wrote this report. He told us that the prisoners who planned to protest did have a point, but he also told us those same prisoners, even the ones that planned to protest peacefully, they were in the wrong. An interesting interview. We'll bring it to you at 6:30. John and Mallory.
All right, thanks, Brandon Scott reporting.